A couple of... And the Horned Frogs will put total leather and will get started. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Longhorns offense takes the field. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. They can get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Thorne. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. I'm not sure you have much in the script to convert a third and this long on the opening drive. He slings it deep to the left. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. They'll run the off-tackle play here. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Off the play fake. There's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with two great plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wants to bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Gonna take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt-punt. It's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Oh, they're after him! Outside the pocket, lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Oh, he makes the catch. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Brown will throw it. Wide open downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Bryant. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCLA. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This one's complete. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Thorne. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Good timing on the quick out. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. Power football with the run. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little, just keeps moving. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Brown wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Gives it on the option. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold on.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Thorne. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Brown will throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Trying play action. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. And the defense drags him down. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Monroe. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They're going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Monroe. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Brown wants to pass. Fires on the move. It's complete. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Bryant. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll run play action. Under fire. Unleashes one. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Hold offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. Brown will throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. With the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Oregon has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up 14 over UCLA. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give on the option. Fights off the defender. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Across the 45. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Man, you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was.
There he goes. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Horned Frogs are threatening on 1st and goal. Brown wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Monroe. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Right on the money. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking downfield very late in the half. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Looking downfield on 1st down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this offense has been a story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Bryant. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the 2nd half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the 2nd half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Brown will throw it. Looking deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the the sideline. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Thorne. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Here comes the Texas offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab down the left side. Off to the races. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
Quarterback quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Looking to throw. Incomplete on the 2-point try, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if they get another chance.
Hold it. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Brown wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's loose.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Can't get him to the ground. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's open on the right. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse did. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
With a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Hit as he throws. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. The score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll run this play from the pistol. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
But some guys just find a way to get to the quarterback and get sacks. This guy had 3 last week. He's got 2 today. He is piling up those numbers.
The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's hauled in at the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And the Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, TCU! And the punishment has been extended. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Washington is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Husky Stadium, but the purple and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 10 over Air Force. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw on first down. Gets open down the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time on target. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Brown will throw it. Under fire. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jackson. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. The Horned Frogs will punt it away on fourth down. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. We've certainly seen better. Makes the catch on the left. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice game. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Now from inside the red zone. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. From the gun, looking for a man. Catch in the middle, it's Thorne. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. He's looking to throw. On target. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's gonna go. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Touchdown, Texas! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
On to attempt the try. right down the boulevard. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner will be brought down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
And the DB right with him to knock it away. And the Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Got a man. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Tight end now in motion. Rides to back and leaves it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. And the Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Direct snap. Creates a little room. Spinderella. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Longhorns!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Touchdown, Texas! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Extra point here will give them the lead. And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 38 over UCLA.
Leaves it with the running back. Jukes his way for more.
If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got his man! And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Brown wants to pass, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They want that clock to run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kick is in the air. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the 4th. Here's a heat. Got him downfield. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Brown will throw it. Pressure coming. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
A little release to the back. The defense fleeced him, but they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Throwing right. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. Got a man. It's Bryant. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Bryant. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Catch in the middle, it's Ambrose. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Brown wants to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Defense calls a timeout to put together a strategy. They'll run it on first and goal. He just could not get loose, and they'll knock him down 4 yards behind the line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. He'll do it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wants to go up top. And that one is picked off in the end zone. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And they'll take a knee.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.